Okay, so last year during the Final 50 challenge, Dennis and Jalen sent in a random knowledge trivia quiz, and then afterwards sent in a second trivia quiz called the Dog Days of Summer. I forgot all about that trivia quiz until I ran short of trivia quizzes to do this week, and then I was reminded through an email that I had this one on deck. I am so happy that I did. Now, it's not a random knowledge trivia quiz. There is a theme to it, but I think you're gonna like it. Let's get started with question number 1. These teeth are slightly pointed and sit on each side of the incisor teeth at the front of the mouth. Humans use them for biting and speaking. What are these teeth called? They are called canine teeth. Your canine teeth. Question number 2. The German Shepherd who starred in the Roy Rogers Show was a family pet turned show dog. He was amazing, alerting Roy when bad guys came near, and then chased them away when necessary. What is the name of that dog? Roy Rogers' dog was named Bullet. Question number 3, called The Dog Who Saved Hollywood, he supposedly rescued Warner Brothers from bankruptcy. Rumored to receive about 12,000 fan letters weekly, this dog also received the most votes for Best Actor at the first Academy Awards. Who was this beautiful German Shepherd? The answer is Rin Tin Tin. Question number 4. This cartoon featured an anthropomorphic dog as a Florida deputy sheriff. Episodes progress from Mississippi to Tennessee. Other characters are Muskie Muskrat, Ty Coon, Vincent Van Gogh, and Pig Newton. What was the name of this canine character? This canine character was called Deputy Dog. Question number 5. The original film was based on a true story which occurred in Japan in the 1920s. Even after his master died, this dog returned every day to the place where his master returned from work. What was the name of this Akita that proved a dog's loyalty knows no bounds? The answer is Hachi, or Hachiko. Question number 6. The two main characters in this 1955 animated film come from opposite ends of society. She's from a refined upper middle class family, he's sort of a vagabond. Together they fall in love. What was the title of this Disney classic? The answer is Lady and the Tramp. Question number 7. On August 22, 1972, first-time crook Sonny, played by Al Pacino and 2 others, failed in an attempt to rob the First Brooklyn Savings Bank. What was the title of this 1975 film chronicling this event that won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay? That was called Dog Day Afternoon. Question number 8. People do this to mark specific locations in a book. When buying used books, evidence of this activity is looked down upon, and any librarian would certainly frown upon it. What is this minor literary vandalism called? When you mark your spot in a book by bending the page, it's called dog-earing. If you dog-ear a book. Question number 9. As opposed to his boy hero sidekick, this dog was a lazy couch potato, appearing in the cartoon Tom Terrific, which aired on the Captain Kangaroo television show from 1957 to 1959. What was the name of this dog? The answer is Manfred the Wonder Dog. Question number 10. Based on a 1956 children's novel, with Dad away, Travis Coates, his mother, and brother maintain the family ranch. An uninvited, dingy yellow dog arrives and Travis reluctantly takes him in. What was the title of this novel that became a popular movie? That dingy yellow dog was Old Yeller. Question number 11. This was a 1967 American rock band. The band had 21 Billboard Top 40 hits between 1969 and 1975, with 3 hitting number 1, which I understand is the loneliest number. What was the name of this band? See if you can pick up the subtle hints in there. That band was Three Dog Night. Question number 12. Used frequently on camping trips, this small, commonly triangular canvas enclosure had room for 1 or maybe 2 people. It usually had a pole at either end. What was the name for this type of sleeping enclosure? That is known as a pup tent. Question number 13. In this movie, several puppies are stolen from a pet store and a St. Bernard puppy escapes, finding a loving family. Dad doesn't want it, but his family convinces him. What is the name of this dog named after an historic composer? The answer is Beethoven. Question number 14. Paul Anka sang this song in 1960 about the love felt during childhood and early adolescence and how adults just didn't understand it. In 1972, Donny Osmond released his version. What was this song? The song title we're looking for is Puppy Love. Question number 15. Drawn by Brad Anderson from June 1954 to 2015, this newspaper comic strip revolved around the Winslow family. What was the name of this Great Dane whose best friend was Carlos, a Balinese cat? The answer was Marmaduke. Question 16. This phrase originated in the early 1700s when people compared undesirable things to dogs. It wasn't that people didn't like dogs, but diseases were often spread via animals, sadly including dogs. What is this 4-word phrase that is still used today for people who are severely under the weather? If somebody is very ill, you may say they are sick as a dog. Question number 17. This 8-legged insect known scientifically as Dermacentor variabilis is responsible for spreading several diseases in humans when it sucks blood from the host. Keeping with this trivia's theme, what is the name of this specific insect variety? It is not a deer tick, but a dog tick. Dog tick is the answer. Question number 18. The original version of this song was recorded by Patti Page on December 18, 1952 and released in January of 1953. A storefront novelty song, it topped the Billboard chart in 1953. What was the name of this song that helped boost dog adoptions around the country? The answer is, how much is that doggy in the window? Question 19. In 1913, journalist T.A. Dorgan, who was well known for rhyming slang, published the words dogs as a citation for his feet. Today, in reference to our feet killing us, we might say, what canine-centric phrase? I'm going to be very generous, and if you get anything close to this, like my dogs are barking, my dogs are howling, anything like that, we're going to count it correct. And question 20. Popularized during World War II, this nickname for primarily U.S. Army enlisted infantrymen appeared in print as early as 1935. What is this nickname that is thought to be attributed to the military IDs worn? Those IDs are known as dog tags, and the nickname was Dogface, which I hadn't heard, but I did look it up, and Dogface was a common nickname for U.S. Army enlisted infantrymen. Dogface was the answer for question 20. Thank you very much to Dennis and Jalen for submitting a quiz. Shoot, it's probably been over a year ago. And then thank you again for reminding me. I really had one day to fill in. I did all the trivia quizzes that were submitted. I had one day that I was going to fill in with my own trivia quiz. I was reminded that this one was still available, so I used it and I appreciate it. I think it was random enough to fit in on the 365-day trivia road trip. I'm not upset about it. Here's question 21, the tiebreaker for today. Ancient Egyptians believed exceptionally hot weather was directly related to Sirius in the constellation Canis Major. They thought its energy combined with the sun produced heat wave. What's this period called that is still a term we use to refer to late summer? The answer is the dog days of summer. That's actually the title of the quiz that they had sent in. Again, this was back when I was doing specific trivia quizzes, and they sent it in around the time that we were doing the Final 50 trivia challenge. So I thought, perfect, I'll just use it in a couple of weeks when we get back to specific trivia. And then we never really did, and I forgot all about it. So I appreciate the email and the reminder, and it filled in the gap. We've got a couple more viewer submitted quizzes to wrap this week up. Thank you, Dennis and Jalen, and thank you everybody for watching. See you tomorrow.